So we're opening up with a message, just friends, you're better off as friends. That's the message for whoever will stop by to hear this. And sometimes, you don't want to cross the line because you don't want to risk ruining a friendship. So I'm feeling that energy too. I'm also feeling that somebody has brought a karmic cycle to an end. A cycle has ended, and there's been growth with the South Node, especially for Virgo. If there's a Virgo watching this, there's been growth because the South Node has been in your sign for almost a year now. In December it will be a year, and then you have 6 more months of the South Node. But the South Node brings us to a point of looking at our character defects in everything, our personal life, how we deal with other people, right? So I feel like a cycle ended, a karmic contract, a soul contract. Maybe you were in something that really could have even been a marriage. It says until death tears us apart. Yeah, but there was some type of restrictive energy. I see Saturn also. It could have something to do with Capricorn as well. The South Node being in Virgo. And then the Ace of Air. This is past energy. So this is a transition, I'm feeling. The end of a karmic cycle. Growth with examining our defects and making changes, right? Getting rid of fear, anger, jealousy, old ways, old people, old habits, old situations, breaking through with the Ace of Air. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy here. Quite a past here. Closing a cycle, growth, and then clarity, mental clarity, communication. Somebody taking action because now you see. Yes, the truth, the light. It's sudden. It's like an epiphany, a breakthrough, something all of a sudden you didn't see, now you see. That's what this new moon with the solar eclipse is. Yes. Yeah, clarity and healing after this karmic soul contract ended. Really looking at what needed to change and making those changes. There's a breakthrough. Mental clarity, communication, healing. Ace of Cups, starting with you. This new moon solar eclipse energy is all about healing ourselves, and that deep examination. My goodness, I needed to hear this. The deep examination of ourselves, mentally, physically, spiritually. This is the healing we're talking about. Renewal of compassion, emotions, and love. Wow, this sets somebody on course for who they're destined and fated to be with. Yeah, that's why, yes, this is all about you elevating to a new relationship. Like the past, there's somebody you don't want to cross the line. You're being told you'd be better off just as friends, because there is a spiritual divine connection for you. You came here, once you have done the work and grown, overcome, learned the lesson, whatever the past soul contract that you had to go through and complete, you did it. Now with this clarity, it's all about the growth has allowed you to prepare for a divine connection. Some of you could have already met this person. It could happen some days before the new moon eclipse and out into 6 months. Okay? So this is about the Ace of Cups healing, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy, especially with that full moon in Pisces in September, which was also a solar eclipse. From that point to this, it was a lunar eclipse, sorry. From that point to this solar eclipse, there's something called an eclipse correa. And within that time slot, corridor, right? It's a corridor. Because within that time slot is where the shakeup kind of happens, the ending, the clarity, the breakthrough, so that something new can come in. I'm telling you, that's when it starts. I feel it starting now. Why? Because the near future is about destiny and fate. The Wheel of Fortune appears. And I said before, a karmic cycle was ending, but you can't have an ending without a new beginning. This one brings in clarity. It brings in a twin flame. This is a soulmate that God wants this union because he wants it to serve a higher purpose, right? Divine feminine, divine masculine, the emperor, the empress. Enormous growth, but once you get there, there's a purpose, as there is for all of our lives. One of them is this twin flame relationship coming in. It's destined, it's fated, and Divine's intervening here, definitely intervening for you. He's telling you to guard your thoughts. Future energy is reminding you that thoughts can trap you or they can free you. Overthinking, worries, fear, that south node energy, I see that stays with you all the way through, but you have the power to overcome that. You have the Ace of Water and the Ace of Fire. New starts, they're coming. Nobody can stop what's destined and fated. And if I look at this diagonally, this relationship coming in, it's coming in. I feel like you keep somebody in the friend zone. Somebody could even friend zone you with divine intervening. If you didn't do it, they did it. Somehow, someone was friend zoned, right? And whoever completed a karmic cycle, that's your first card, a soul contract with Saturn, restrictions, adversity. It was a karmic lesson, but it was a lesson that matured you, that put you on path to do some character development, bringing you into mental clarity about yourself, loving yourself, what you deserve and what you don't deserve. Absolutely. Preparing you for a higher level relationship with the twin flame. But there's silence. Somebody could be struggling with some feelings, you or them. Yeah, they feel that you went cold on them, that you're kind of secretive. This is probably the one you friend zoned, but you know it's for a reason, because after you spend time with self and evaluate your cup and what you really want, you know it's time to move on. Tell me about these South Node, the coldness, the silence. How is that? Nine of Swords, yeah. Sleepless nights. Anxiety. Somebody can't sleep. They're really depressed. You're constantly on their mind. Okay. A lot of negativity is going through this person's mind. It could be this person you friend zoned, or maybe even you after being friend zoned. we could be talking about the past still with you, and Spirit says somebody's all in their head because of this karmic soul contract, learning this lesson. Yeah, this person watches you. Page of Swords. I'm feeling kind of weird, like they're getting information on you. There's a lot of gossip, communication back and forth with Page of Swords, Nine of Swords. I could think of the Page as one, and you've got the Ten of Swords here. Wow. I don't think you should be friends, even if this is that energy. But if not, you need to know something in the past, some type of soul contract. They have you in their mind to the point they can't think of anything else. Something is gonna, there's a breaking point. There's some type of tower. I'm feeling it. Oof. Yeah. The Knight of Cups is reverse. Definitely you two don't feel the same way. But I see there is communication because you care about each other. Okay, so one definitely has more feelings for the other, but the one who doesn't want a romantic relationship with them does care, but it was difficult to communicate those feelings, how I love you as a friend, but nothing else. That's what I'm feeling. Whew. Yes. You couldn't change their perspective, and so maybe you had to go further and kind of cut that relationship off. They wanted the whole package, and you do care about them, but only as a friend. You've been the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups, pretty compassionate and warm to them, supportive. This is why they don't want an ending. They don't want what you had to end. That's a weird situation. Like I said, I feel like maybe you two may have even slept together, some heavy petting, kissing, something. You crossed the line, right? But one of you realizes you're better off as friends, because when you're focused on yourself filling up your cup, this is not what you want. And that's because there is a soulmate. Tell me about this soulmate. Tell me about the soulmate, Spirit. Yeah, tell me about the soulmate. Okay. Lessons of Neptune. I felt that Piscean energy needing to release. It was definitely, maybe that was the beginning of September or September 7th, somewhere around there, a few days before, a few days after, when you realized you had to break it to them that you weren't as interested in them as they are in you, not romantically, only as friends. Right. Setting a boundary and then detaching. That's what they hated. They felt like it was cold, but you had to do that because they kept trying. For some of you, they tried again, and for others of you, you had to draw the line. And you know something? Death and transformation is here. Scorpio's energy. You have Pisces energy. But this is with the Ace of Cups here, the Ace of Water, all about your healing, understanding what you want, and moving towards that. Allowing this to end, making space, making room so that something new can come in. You couldn't deny yourself or play under any type of illusions with this person, right? You had to set love boundaries and detach. I feel that's the only way, because you don't want to play with anybody's feelings, right? You don't ever want to be put in this situation again. Time to clear out your energy. Space brings clarity. I'll say, you realize that. Recent past. Definitely from that Piscean moon, because you have lessons of Neptune here, which made you detach. It made it quite clear. Nobody could be deceived. And you told them. You communicated with compassion and warmth. But there's nothing else you can do. So you should be currently clearing your space, preparing for what's coming in. Spirit says you've got a new beginning, requiring you to let go of the past. Clear your space, clear your energy. Time to move forward. There are new risks. This is divine timing, because the twin flame is a divine connection. Tell me more about this divine connection coming in that's fated and destined with this new near future energy coming in. Tell me. First of all, divine will help you recognize signs and miracles. So you could see signs of synchronization on the clock, on billboards, a license plate, a phone number. However, somehow Spirit is going to let you know that this twin, this divine connection is near. Because it's a miracle. It's a miracle. You two share your dreams together and encourage each other and make them a reality. Whoa. I told you there was a deep partnership. A union. He's bringing you two to accomplish a higher version, a higher vision. His will. He says your strengths and weaknesses are being tested. So that's for both of you. Right now, you're going through a test, especially with the Ace of Water and being silent regarding how you feel about this friend-zoned person. Blocking those emotions, masking. There's a lot you're getting clear so that you can make room. Right, but it's not easy. I understand. That's what he's saying. Okay. What else do we need to know? Fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. I said also Gemini, Libra, Aquarian, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, Sag, yeah. Whew, a lot of that energy's here. Virgo, what else, Spirit? You or them could be the air sign. I said that again. More qualification for an air sign somehow. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Definitely freeing yourself with Aquarius here. All of this moon energy is amplifying your emotions, your sensitivity, in and out, clashing like waves. Some of you are very emotional. Yes, yes, yes. Especially healing, preparing for this new relationship coming in, overthinking. Spirit wants you to come out of your head into your heart. Put those emotions in check because they are heightened. Wow. This person becomes a raven. And you know, ravens like go after things that have ended. They're like dead corpse. Yeah. Somebody can control their desires. It's like this person That's why you have to detach. What did it say? Establish love boundaries and begin detachment. Because you can't lead anybody on. If they don't get it just from the communication, and you were very loving and no, then they're not going to get it. And so, okay. Tell me about the twin. This is the test too. Yeah, the twin. The twin brings you to a happy place. You're happy just to meet someone new. New love does blossom. You two enjoy each other. They make you smile. They bring the sun shine into your life. I love that. Give me some romance angels here, Spirit. Like, subscribe, hit the notification. Let go of control. 2 cards about control. It fell on the floor, but it says let go of control. Let go, let God. Only control things you can control at this point. You got to set those boundaries, detach, and then let go. Just because you're clearing your energy, your space. So you can't be in the 8 of Swords, overthinking. You can't. No. You could be overthinking about what's coming next, what your next step is, whether you've met this twin flame or not, because there's a lot of passion coming in. This is a new cycle. It is. And it's a soul contract. Okay. There's that soul contract, but a new one is beginning with this ace. It is a new beginning, and you have new beginnings here. Yeah, it's right there in the cards. A new boo, twin flame at the center. Now you know why it's important that you close that chapter. Like I said, with that Ace of Cups, it was revealed to you. You deserve more and you want more. And that's what's going to bring in more. The whole fact that you want it, that you are honoring the desires of your heart. You're recognizing it and you're taking action. The King or Queen of Wands. This is you realizing you deserve love and then calling in that love that you deserve. And Spirit answers it. I think the timing is now because the wheel is here, and that symbolizes divine timing. Yeah, I said the timing is now. Alright, give me some final messages here. What are these two going to say to each other, Spirit? These two coming in. What are they going to say, twin flame messages? Ooh. Wow, so your twin clearly has never forgotten you, meaning you two have had past lives together, and that's usually the case for twins, but every lifetime you two meet again because they can't get you out of their mind, because you're all I've ever wanted. I mean, wow. Oh, they're coming back for you this time. Trust me. And the time is now. It is in the near future. I told you all of this eclipse energy could go into 6 months. All right. Most important chakra. 4. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I want to make sure I read this right. My notes here. All right. Most important chakra here is Your solar plexus, Ace of Cups. You deserve love. That's what your solar plexus is about, right? Your self-esteem, your value, your worth, how you feel about yourself. That's what's important now with the Ace of Swords, the clarity, the truth, the Ace of Cups, how you feel emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, preparing you for a divine connection, for a higher level, for a calling, some of you, yes. So you deserve love, and that's what you're calling in. And don't settle until you get it. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave me a comment. I want to hear from you. Until the next moon phase, namaste.